Om Agni-Samidyate Kavirabhadriva Avyavadhyuva-asyaha Om Jataveda-se Sunava Aswamamarati Yatonidaha Sivedaha Chadaparshadati Durgani Vishwataveva Sindhum Duritastegnihi Divo Jyotir Parabrahma Divo Jyotir Janatana Divo Haratu Medvantam Samriddhi Vanamosute Om Gatavamamate Yojajurvana Same Yuge Apavarthai Yatina Brahma Bhavati Saratihi
Kshudram Hridaya Daurbalyam Tyaktotishta Parantapa. Kshudram, Kshudrata, settling for something very petty when you can achieve more. Hridaya Daurbalyam, I don't think I can do it. Tyaktva Uttishta Parantapa. There the Uttishta word comes. Utho karke. Jagrata, Uttishthata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran Nibodhata. It is from the Upanishads. Swami Vivekananda had quoted that. Uttishta is Tvam Uttishta, Tum Utho. Tvam Yuvam Yuyam, Bahuvachan, Uttishthata, all of you, rise, Uttishthata. Then Jagrata, Jago, arise, awaken. Prapyavaran nibodhataha, be enlightened having received the boons. Makes sense so far? And what we have chosen for this particular shivir is only one, Uttishta. I am not interested in Jagrata and Prapyavaran nibodhata, because what happens is most people miss the Uttishthata and go into Jagrata, attempt to go. So you have a lot of understanding, a lot of talk, nothing happening, ineffective. Klibata is all that is. They can't handle one single situation. I want youngsters doing their upasana, doing well in life, bold enough to understand. I'm dealing with you, so when I give you an instruction, you should be able to understand something. Man, has to go. This is the problem that I have faced in all my yatras. Volunteers not able to. Third party comes, they are more responsive. Do you understand this? Relevance of this? Relevance of my being here, your being here in this mutt for this year? Your spiritual seva, your spiritual discipline, anushtans, उसमें एक वीर्यवत्तर चाहिए हमें कार्य. And it has to be manifest, not by being loud or something. We should be able to rise to the occasion. Kshudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam, वो सब छोड़ना है. And unfortunately, the more intelligent you become, the more you will compensate for Uttishta and think you are Jagrata, where it is not the case. You understand this? Let it sink in. I am not condemning, but these are hazards on the way of enlightenment. If you have understood, you think you have understood. So if I am explaining, see this, I can see this block in you, you understand. Yes, I see. Then that person starts giving me more information, but nothing else is happening. That block is not going. Instead of that, just let the message go. Let the unconscious, subconscious really understand and come out transformed. So Uttishta is more important. Then we can dare to go in for Jagrata. Otherwise, in the name of communication, in the name of understanding, a lot of Jagrati is happening, but there is no bala to execute that. And that is the bane of this Samaj. I want it wiped out. Guru Shishya Sambandhantu Shravanmunasta Aikuncha. Most of us are incapable of understanding, listening, because even as somebody is speaking, we are trying to formulate some defensive answer or something else. Let it penetrate the question, then let the answer. All these things have to come when you are in absolute seva. Not everybody gets this opportunity. Moment to moment ek hai asta. But these skill sets which he will teach you will make my life more comfortable. Because when I deal with you, you'll understand what I'm saying. And you won't do something very silly as is happening as yet. That's why I told him. Karatasvai. And Sanjay, who is so connected with his serious skills, he'll customize it for us. Okay? So be bold, enjoy, it'll be enjoyable. And there will be a transformation. Within 3 days, I want to see the difference.
The first step to this is trusting yourself, believing in yourself, that you can do this.
Take charge of your life. Understand why that initiation, why you get up, who gets up quickly. He thinks, I can do it. I will do it. If I'm not given an opportunity, maybe next time. But I know I'm capable of doing it. I'm not telling you to be disobedient. I'm trying to tell you to have a personality of your own.
People will have whatever opinion. What you think is right, please go and voice it. What you think is wrong, please go and stop it.
हो 3 दिवसा कार्यक्रम श्री चित्रापूर मठाने आमगेल्या युवाजां खातीर आयोजीत केलेलो आनी ह्या वर्कशॉप कंडक्ट करूंक आमी खास मिस्टर संजय शेट्टी हाका आमी आमंत्रण दिलेलें. Sanjay Shetty needs no introduction. He is a big bhakta of Swamiji and has been associated with Shrichitrapurmath for a long time. And more importantly, he is an ex-Krav Maga world champion and for many years. And not only that, he also trains the elite forces all over the world. And he's been doing that for many years. So Sanjay Shetty joined us to train the Yuva-s. आणि ताणें उत्तिष्ठ हाजें आध्यात्मिक म्हळ्यार द स्पिरिच्युअल एंड द फिजिकल सेन्स ताणें गोमटें करून ताजें एक मिश्रण करून ही वॉज ट्रेनिंग आवर यूथ फॉर 3 days. Let us hear from Sanjay Shetty what he has to say about the workshop.
Jai Shankar. I have been associated with the mutt for over 2 decades now, a little over 2 decades. Vipin Maam introduced me to the mutt and Swamiji, and I take great pleasure in doing what I am doing right now. The job given to me was to get the Yuva-s to arise and take control, take hold of their life and what they're doing within the mutt and outside in their own lives. I consider it as a huge honor to be doing what I did for the last 3 days now. And I see, for me, I have always been training elite forces around the world. I very rarely get to train civilians. In fact, I've been staying away from training civilians. On the request of Swamiji, I did this and I was very happy to do this. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised the way they have picked up. Yes, I would reinforce that they would have to get their physical strength and physical upliftment to a great level, which I think is a work in progress. But having said this, the intellect was very much in place. They took to the training, they took to the reactions and a quicker body movement, a quicker defense, a quicker understanding of how the fulcrum operates or the leverage operates. So I was very happy to see the outcome. In fact, I could only say, in all honesty, that I could do only as much as I have learnt. But what they've come out is beyond what I had expected. So I cannot take the credit for the entire outcome of the whole thing. I'm sure there's some kind of intervention which I would, it's not that I would like to believe, but I could see happening.
So initially I wanted them to just react to me quickly. So it was whenever I would give a command, I wanted them to quickly get up, stand on their feet and react.
The neck front choke. You cup both your hands and to the wrist of the opponent, you jerk it out of your neck and bend your knee and kick on the groin. This has to happen simultaneously so that you take your opponent by surprise. The first thing here you do is lock your chin in between the V of the forearm and the arm, and then either pull the hair and push the finger below the nose and get the person in front of you, or you open the finger, the little finger, from the hand of the opponent and break it. Choke against the wall. You hold the opponent's hand below his elbow. Sit down towards gravity, guiding him towards the wall which you're leaning against. In a bear hug, if it is frontal and if your hands are free, then you can clasp it around the ear or puncture the eyes or push the nose away or press the pressure point which is between the two collarbones. All these send neuro messages to retreat. The bear hug is with both your hands inside. You make a gap, you slap the inner thigh, you kick the shin, and you also try and dig into the instep. You can use gravity, sit down, and roll over with body weight. Figure of 4 is when you bend the elbow with the help of the wrist. Put your hand behind the shoulder of the opponent and twine it onto the wrist in front. It also makes the figure of 4. This lock hyperextends the elbow and the shoulder. A little bit of pivot and the shoulder breaks. The first ring of protection will be of 5 people.
My job is just not this corner. My job is that corner and this corner. So I'm the first line of defense within the 5. So I will go here. That one he will take this. Very good. Excellent. The two of us. You turn it. Turn it. Our position, one is this, you move this side. One is this, everything. This is the time you take to the vehicle. See, this is completely done. So I'll take for the first build. Walk. He cannot change his trajectory. And if possible, if you're bold enough, talk to a stranger and ask him. And when you talk to a stranger, for all you know, he thinks that you know the person. Believe in yourself. That is command. Come up with any complications as far as Swamiji is concerned. Swamiji's body language. He sits and he has a smile always. He pushes his specs behind. There are sometimes when he does this, that means he's bored. Somebody's talking too much. When he doesn't speak, understand when he is also responding, that means he's got something to say, don't take that personally. If Swamiji is just nodding, that means he's not interested in the conversation. Clear this in your head. It's not difficult to understand this. And to take initiative, don't hesitate. Hey Ashwin, your name is not Ashwin. Pachi, Pachi. Oh, beautiful.
हाँ.
You know what we are breaking? There's a connect. There's a chain. Come here. There's a chain. Break this chain. Break this chain. Once you've broken the chain, this person is distracted. Then you can take him anywhere you want.
Politeness and authority, both your things.
Politeness first, authority 5 steps later. Because you can't create a scene in front of Swamiji. We get a mandate. Create a situation to understand later. A lie is okay.
Create some formations to make sure that the area is visible to us.
We create those, if not 5 circles, these 3 circles.
Each one not knowing who's leading the gang on that particular day, and the person closest to the left shoulder is the one who is not going to engage with any aggressor. His sole job is to protect the VIP, drag the VIP from the right of his arm, hide his head, cover it completely. If he has to remove the gun, then he starts surveilling.
Throw.
why is the stampede created? Panic. Then you don't know where to step. You're thinking your life is in danger. But the walls are the best. Or get everybody to lie down and crawl. Because there's no weight on one specific area. When you're on your fours, your weight is divided, right? When you're lying down, your weight is completely divided. But stampede, the worst part is there's too much of noise.
Yeah.
Everybody shouting, so nobody can listen to a command. So if you have the common sense, try to get to the wall. And how much years you can reach? Wall, go towards the wall. If there is somebody who's trying to act smart, yeah, let me get him. So you turn, you put more force. Or from there you say you cannot go here. Stay there, quiet. You can't do that. Yeah, you can be authority.
When a person hits a stick onto the head, he comes with the overhead strike. As he gets closer to you, you decrease the distance by creating an angle of 85 degrees with your hand on top of your head to divert the stick to go in an angle dodging your head towards your waist. Put the opposite hand closer to your waist so the stick is hooked onto that hand and you can manipulate the stick, grab it from the opponent to your hand. Whenever you see a knife pointed at you and it's coming towards you, you first move out of the line of fire. Line of fire is the sharp edge which is coming towards you. Move out of the line of fire, hold the outside of the fist and push the fist towards the wrist of the opponent. That's when the palm will open up and the knife will be released. Grab the knife and point it out back at the opponent.
Actually, Vikram now is not here, but he's the one who taught me and Vishal how to foresee your problems. Do not wait for the scenario to arise. Preempt it. Okay, see his both his thumb is here. The 8 fingers are here. Okay, and when I twist this, it goes against his wrist here. You cannot. It's a single hand. I go towards his elbow. I see a huge change. That's a huge payback. This change we do not get in confidence. Because they are already trained. What I am teaching them, they are taking. This is basically you get it. At this point, you know that you got it. In less than 3 seconds, you are confident. See, reflected with my body weight.
Whole overwhelming feel was that I could be of some service to the mutt and Swamiji. Thank you so much.
Swamiji, one thing we tried this time is normally Shibir Antu there is a person for wake up call. So this time there was no wake up call. They were given a time. This is time you need to report. And we saw that the punctuality was much better when instead of having a wake up call.
Very good.
So they were taking ownership and accountability of their own
Very
schedule.
good.
That is one difference we saw.
Very good. Otherwise 50 push-ups.
I realized that you don't need brute force. Everything is manipulation, and there's a lock and a key, and there's a key and a lock. So that I think everybody, we could not believe we can actually throw down the guys or hold them in a fireman's lift, but we all did it today. So that was a great.
And in 4 sessions or something, it's remarkable. So you're understanding your body and the somersaults, spatial awareness. I'm very happy.
2 key learnings, Swamiji. When the stick session was happening, while we were being hit with a stick, I think one key thing is if we don't follow instruction instantaneously about what needs to be done and we try to go based on our prior knowledge, you get hit. If you try to anticipate what the other person is trying to do, you get hit. So that ability to just focus on the instruction and ensure that you do only that without any anticipation is something that was physically, literally drilled into us through a lot of these segments.
Yes.
Which is extremely useful.
And we'll really drill it in again next time, isn't it? No soft sticks, no sugar cane, no wrapped up, regular. Padegi, deflect, don't try to catch. Next. Good.
We were also told about peripheral vision, how important peripheral vision is. So that has made us more aware now. Rather than just focusing at one, we are now trying to get our peripheral vision better, and it's just getting better every day.
Excellent.
It's also making us aware now of the surroundings. So if anybody is just besides us, we are aware about it.
Very good. Very, very necessary. Everything that you are saying, I see it as a quality that a Shishya should have if he is in the Seva of the Guru. The same thing is translated into a combat situation maybe. There it is different. It is something dangerous coming and you have to be alert. And here in the Guru Seva, it is something very precious you lose if you don't have this. That is a bigger danger. So all these things have to come up. So collectively if we have to learn, this is the best scenario. And it will be very easy to use it in the spiritual context, in the Seva also, remember.
We also learn body languages. When someone is coming towards us, we have to just side. Or we also learn if someone is carrying a gun or a bomb, he will always walk like this. And if someone is following us from behind in a crowded area or alone, we just have to face him or ask him that where is this place or what, or we just have to shout like stop.
Confront, yes.
Swamiji, also initially we had partners, but we wanted more challenging partners too. So the buddy system, it dismantled and we took on other people who were more stronger, more
Very
challenging.
good.
And then it was even more satisfying to topple the guys.
That's another thing. I don't know if it was but the girls are coming out strong, he said. I said, that's always the case here.
Swamiji, another thing is that our fear of getting hurt is significantly reduced, whether it's through words or through falls and hits and all that. So where there's clarity, there's more scope for us to get out of a situation.
Swamiji, we also learned about alertness and reaction time. If we didn't react on time, we will get hurt or harm ourselves from the stranger or anything.
Very good.
So Sanjay Ma'am had mentioned that all of us have aggression inside, but these sessions have truly taken out it in the better way. So that is one thing I had to mention.
Absolutely.
Swamiji, we were taught different pressure points as well.
Very
so
nice.
that came out, and it shows us that those tactics can equally put a person down instead of using just strength. So there were various ones that were taught, and that was very helpful.
Swamiji आणि संजय मामान शिकेल की म्हळ्यार height doesn't matter or weight doesn't matter. कशी असेल तरी you have to be a willpower. म्हणजे motivation is चांगलं तुम्ही कशी असेल तरी you can do it. So that's the matter.
Very nice. Very nice.
We started our sessions closer to the wall. We ended our sessions crowding Sanjay Ma'am on the last day. So one thing he left us with is if you hesitate, you die.
So all of us initially were doing the drills, we were laughing, as if, then he said, no, take it like a real life situation. Even if it's your friend, you be serious. You hurt that person, we have medical people available. There are times for laughter and time for aggression.
One takeaway has been that these sessions have removed the fear from us for facing any situation. It might be a situation which we have not trained for in these 2.5 days, but we have the confidence now to face any situation that we can get out of it. And another point was, Sanjay Ma'am taught us we have to always take the initiative. Don't waste time sitting and thinking whether to do it or not. Always take the first initiative. It's okay to do a mistake, keep learning, and it's also okay to be humiliated. And if there are 2-3 more people who have gotten up to attend to it, if someone is already attending to it, you can sit back, but always take the first step to go on.
Initially, it looks like, they're taking charge of themselves. Eventually, when you develop this to take control of an entire situation, this happens when you are sure that you are in control. You can control your own body, then you can control another body. So what happens, it's an ongoing process. From one thing, it leads to another. Now when they are in a crowded area, they know exactly how to use the crowd to their advantage. They know exactly how to deviate a person from getting very close to Swamiji or somebody carrying during the Ratha Utsav, when they are carrying God along with them. So you know how to deviate people who are coming directly in line. It could be, all the while we talk about Swamiji and the deity, but there could be somebody coming towards the wheel of the Ratha. That could be dangerous. I would only advise what I do every day. I make sure that, again 2 decades ago, I got my japa mantra, which Guru mantra, which I do not miss a single day, whichever part of the world I am in. I do my sevak-s every day. And this is not to boast about, it's very personal. I'm just saying this if it helps somebody follow it after me, or after a lot of other people who are doing it already. Why I do this as a routine? Because I feel complete right in the beginning of the day. I feel that I've done something that I have to do. I do not try and keep it for the second half or I think later, because there are so many unforeseen things that happen throughout the day which might not allow me to do it. So first thing in the morning, once you have a bath, just go ahead and do your japa. If you have a kavach, whichever you have taken from Swamiji. I have taken the Shiva kavach. I make sure I finish it in the first thing, so that the rest of the day I own it. Jai Shankar.
So this was a very unique Shibir. We have had a lot of Mothai experts also, except putting you through all the paces and all. That was different. This will be very, very necessary. He has explained the situation. He has explained what happens to the person when accosted. You have felt it and then you have come out of it, correct? It's not just learn like in some dojo. So these demonstrations, you have been able to do this after just 2.5 days or 5 sessions. I am very impressed. Practice with your friends, practice carefully. That skill set is also very necessary. But remember that fire within has to come out. So if you want to specialize, you want to learn a few things, you feel it is necessary, I'm sure we'll plan out something with Sanjay Maam's help, where carefully you can be guided. But this spirit has to come, and I'm sure this sanskara will also come.